Welcome back, friends and family, to the best of the worst. We're going back into Darkwood. I got a comment on one of my YouTube videos today about when I'm going to continue on my Mortal Kombat 11 tech videos and whatnot. And with the birth of my daughter and whatnot, I haven't had the time to devote into Mortal Kombat 11. Most seasons I like to pick up a new character and then make sure I can get up to demigod with that character, so I know I have at least the fundamental knowledge of that character. I'll get back into that soon, but for right now, at this exact moment, I just don't have that capacity. That's why we're doing the Let's Play. It's simple. I can sit down, I can have fun for an hour and a half at a time, and then I can call it quits for the night. This is the exact same setup as before, however, I've had to unplug everything and move it for a couple days and then bring it back, so hopefully we don't have any added difficulty. Next stream, we're going to up the FPS and see if we can get the video to be a little bit clearer, and we're also going to switch to my professional microphone and begin troubleshooting that to improve our sound quality dramatically. So in today's episode, we're only going to do a night or two because it's late. And unfortunately, I'm just now getting into it. That's how it be sometimes. People think that ain't how it be, but it do. I don't expect any of my friends to be able to tune in this late at night, especially in their time zones, but if they do, thank you very much. Otherwise, hopefully you catch the VOD later. This is our strategy. I was kind of feeling like I was heading towards a dead end. I don't know if you guys played Fatal Frame back in the day, but my family did. And an issue you would have with Fatal Frame is if you got stuck for too long, you'd burn through your limited resources that don't respawn. And then when you actually needed herbal medicine to fight a boss or good photography film, you wouldn't have that. So you're basically forced to restart. Well, that's kind of how I'm starting to feel at this point. So I was looking into it, making sure I didn't need to restart. And really, I don't. Some people don't get into the second section until like day 25. We're on day 13. So I guess I'm not going at a terrible pace. But I did pick up some combat tips from the Reddit forum, trying to avoid spoilers because I still want to be really surprised by the story. I'm pleased with the story thus far. So we are going to go back to the first area, which I believe is called the Dry Meadow. So we're going to return to the Dry Meadow today, and we're going to gather up what resources we can and make sure we didn't miss out too much. I know there's secret chests that I've missed. I have the vague vicinity of one of them that I'm going to search for, because if I know about it, I kind of have to go for it. I'm sorry. As illegitimate as that is, I probably need the boost after wasting so much resources. But I think for a first play through, this hasn't been bad. I would like to eventually beat this game and play through again on hardcore Indiegogo mode, so that hopefully we can have some new surprises and have some fun. I'm a little bit worried about how much gasoline we've used on the map. Obviously, I have plenty of gasoline for now, like no sweat, but I'm a little bit concerned that overall we've been burning through gasoline. Maybe certain resources repopulate over time. I'm unsure, but last session we got our asses whooped, died on the floor over there. We're gonna do a different strategy for a couple nights, and see if we can't work it differently. So before, I've been taking a completely defensive strategy. I've been barricading myself in this room. But the thing is, when I get 2 monsters in at a time, or just the AI whoops my ass with its longer range than mine, I don't stand a chance. It's a massacre. It's a bad time. So, we're going to do it differently. And I'm looking around because I'm trying to shape up what I'm going to do in my head right now. Ideally, of course, we'd like to barricade every single window, but we just don't have the wood for that. or the nails, and I don't think I want to spend the money on it because I'm hoping to get to the third area before too much longer. So what I'm thinking is we'll barricade this area, and this is going to be the emergency oh shit go-to area. Our front door, we're not going to barricade, we're going to keep it closed. This, we don't have anything convenient to pull out in front of it since they destroyed the bookcase. Unfortunately. So, does it let me drag that? It does not. Okay. It let me search it, so that's why I was confused. I'm just now noticing there's shoes here. Oh, and you can search them, but there's nothing there. That's funny. I have a story about shoes I might get to tell here in a minute. That's actually pretty humorous. Okay, so we're gonna lock up this room, and this is gonna be our oh shit go-to moment. Look at how damaged that door is. I'm gonna see if I can repair it, because I want this to be our failsafe. So before I kept 2 lamps in this room, because the ghosts can knock out your lamps in the middle of the night, and when it's nighttime and you're in darkness, you take damage and bad things happen. That's one of the cons to one of our level ups that we were forced to take. So, you know, if they can only take out 1 lamp at a time, it's just kind of convenient to have 2 lamps in one room. That way, one goes out, literally nothing changes. But we're changing that strategy around now. We're gonna move this lamp over here. It's gonna illuminate this room. We're gonna take like a more active participation at night. We're gonna see if we can't kill monsters for loot and for experience things and stuff like that. So that's going to be the new strategy. We're still going to need some defenses, but I'm not going to barricade myself where I'm just waiting in the middle of the night. If you guys saw the short story that I haven't yet to post to social media, but I will be posting to social media, I got inspired while working a long shift to write a short immersive story inspired by events that have taken place while I've been playing this game. And I kept it short because it has to fit on Facebook and Instagram. So it's not very long or impressive, but I whipped it up in about an hour, and I think it gets the idea of what this indie game is, to kind of get people to see what it's all about. Because ultimately, I feel like more people read through a Facebook status or an Instagram post than click on a video of a stream, right? But if I can kind of teach people the concept of this game, they might be interested enough to check out the stream or the videos. So it's kind of like an investment into the channel that just kind of worked out weird, because instead of like it being a direct advertisement, I've just made an immersive story, and I'd like to do that with other games I let's play through too. And a class I was taking, I wrote a immersive story about Skyrim, and that seemed to get some pretty positive feedback from Reddit. So it's not the first time I've done it, it's the second time I've done it, but it's the first time I've done it for advertising purposes. Okay. So I was just making sure there's plenty of gasoline to the Ginny, because I gotta be honest, I don't even know if we're making it back here tonight. We may very well die in the dry meadow tonight, because we're going to go over there, we're going to sprint over there, because we know this house is clear, and we're going to start re-exploring areas, making sure we hit everything. I'm going to check out this burnt house. So before, I avoided exploring it because I was afraid it was going to lead in up here, and then I'd be like high level area, because this is the third area you enter, and obviously this is the first. I didn't want to skip the second experience and loot wise, so I was afraid to do that. But now I'm going to check that out. I'm also going to check out the brook just to see if there's anything significant there. Might re-explore the wedding, but honestly there's nothing there, so I doubt it. Maybe we'll go down into the underground entrance. There might be some loot down there. I don't have the key. There's no, like, real story purpose to doing that, but we might do it anyway. Okay, so my inventory is pretty plain. That's because I need as much inventory space to pick up things. I might take some damage. This is almost a suicide run. This is almost a suicide run. Because we're going to go over there. We're going to explore areas we've obviously previously been through, looking for anything we couldn't previously pick up, inventory-wise or whatnot, to hopefully better equip us for some of the big baddies that are around. I gotta be honest, I'm feeling kind of optimistic. I think this might work out well. This is a real dark area, and I kind of wish I had a torch. I don't know. Oops. I hit the wrong button to ready my weapon for the beetles, so they got away from me. If I drug this lamp all the way to my base, would the generator light it up? Probably not, but I do wonder. It was stupid. It didn't matter if it had power in it at all. I was just kind of curious. Atmosphere setting in a little bit on me. I'm a little bit worn out. Work week has been kind of intense, but there's just so much shit on my plate, and I want to do so much, but I have little time to do all of it. I've been splitting my interests in so many different directions. It's been a little bit lackluster in that sense. Yesterday was my birthday, so if you want to say happy birthday, instead of saying happy birthday, just click the subscribe button. Turned 25 years old. 25 years old is significant because that's the year that your car insurance goes down in price. That's pretty much it. Birthdays really stop mattering when you get a little bit on in age. So I know I've looted these logs before, and wood's not like my #1 concern as far as going to these old areas and looking for loot. But I will need planks to establish the new defense of our second base that we're going to arrange, where it's less defensive. It still has to be fortified some, otherwise I might have 5 things come in the middle of the night and maul me. But we're not going to shelter up in a corner and hide. No longer afraid, no longer intimidated. So this maze leads down to the wedding. We explored the wedding and found absolutely nothing. From a video game design perspective, that tells me, oh, you must have missed something. And I do believe that maybe I did. But at the same time, I'm not losing sleep over it. I can search these shoes too, and likewise, these shoes also have nothing in them. Oh, wonderful. Meats, regular meats, so useless in this game. Ooh, plenty of rags. I could actually use some rags. We're probably going to drop those logs along the way. I do want to get back to the safe house, but ultimately, we don't have to. Another strategy we could do, especially if we found another bottle of alcohol, is we could actually just place everything into our safe house back here, except the fact that we're going to die in the middle of the night. In fact, we could go sprinting off into the night. Maybe we'll see something awesome and horrifying. And then when we die, the next day, we can pay that guy to retrieve our stuff from the first safe house. That is an option. I don't know if it's a good option, but it is an option. Lots of mushrooms here. I wish I could harvest them just so that they weren't a hazard, not a trap. Like, I realize for balancing purposes, I got quiet because I can hear the violin guy, whom we still haven't ran into. He's kind of loud right now. Yeah, he's nearby. If I see him, we're gonna go see if we can talk to him or if he attacks us. Just because if I don't have to be afraid of that noise every time I hear it, I don't want to be. He's in this direction. We're gonna go in this direction. I'm not gonna use up all my stamina in case I have to fight. Like I said, I know I've searched this stuff before, and obviously it tells me that. It says searched when I highlight it. But it says searched, but it won't tell you if there's still items in it. Like maybe you looked and your inventory was full, or you dragged and dropped some things. It won't tell you that. So that's why I'm like double checking. My daughter might pick up on the microphone lightly. Hope it's not too bothersome. You know what? I swear I've searched that corpse. Maybe somehow, miraculously, I missed it. But I looted this forest so often. I'd be amazed if I missed that corpse. Maybe I did. But I feel like I searched it before. 2 corpses? Now I'm super suspect. I really feel like I didn't miss 2 corpses that close to the first safe house. So maybe resources do respawn. I don't know. It's noon. We're already, what, 4 hours into our daylight? Here comes a savage. Fucking threw a rock at me, you fucking prick. Come back here. You don't just get to make my eyebrow bleed. You die. Jeez. Why does he run faster than me? Because he's feral? Dude just came by, busted my brow with a stone, and then ran away. Come back here. Okay, he could be luring me to God knows what at this point, but I do want to kill him. I know that in this game, sometimes it's more important that you just run and live another day. You don't have to fight and kill everything. But I also hate when you're like 1 hit and you're like, okay, I gotta bail from this situation. So you run away. Car that I can't interact with. So you run away. From that situation, just to catch a stone to the back or whatever, and he drops you. So he's running away. I'm gonna let him flee. It's not super important that I chase him down. Atmosphere sounds are completely different for this house. We're gonna harvest mushrooms. So this lower half of the house is all destroyed, walls caved in, roots growing up across the ground, whatnot. But that other area looks all nice. Poisonous mushrooms. So whatever this is, the woods and whatnot, doesn't seem to have gotten over there. I wonder if there's a reason. Can I get through this door? Can't. It's locked. Out. What? You get out. The truck is here. Okay. No. Please. Do I have the key? I don't. There's 2 people in there. So that's obviously there for get the fuck out. For search the destroyed generator. More gasoline. What do I want gasoline in place of? Probably in place of 2 stones. We finally found a use for 2 stones. I can throw it at that one boss, and I can hurt him very slightly with a mass quantity of stones. But I still don't think that's worth as much as, say, gasoline. That was a gunshot, wasn't it? I just heard a gunshot. I wonder if it came from that house that we just left, like a timed event based on your location. There's that moose. Considering the amount of time small puppies have bit my wrist and hurt me, I don't think I'm ready to fight a moose. We've already gotten a significant amount of items. We've got another 6 hours of daylight, if you can call it that. Okay, so let's take a second. I don't know where we are. We went south from the house. We should be approaching the underground entrance. Do I have a torch on me? I do have a little bit of torch on me. I'm willing to explore the underground entrance. I think we went down there in episode 1 or 2. So it's not like completely foreign to us, but it's not like we really explored it. There was a savage down there, or something equivalent to a savage. So sometimes you have to fight in there, but all the same, I think we're relatively ready for a fight. It would suck to drop some resources here, but I can't grab those planks. You know, we will drop a stack of logs to grab these planks, just because I think the likelihood that we find a couple more planks is actually rather significant. I want that scrap metal, but I might need to run a creature or something into those traps. This is the house. I'll find the entrance to the underground. Damn right we will. Hey, who's it? What's it? Oh, fuck. What the fuck was that? Okay. What do I get for that atmosphere? I'm still alive, thankfully. Hopefully I remember to put a headphone warning on. Okay. So I'm relatively wounded. We still got some time before the next day, but I'm gonna go ahead and hastily put together some bandages and apply them. Oh shit, we already had bandages. Need to pay closer attention. All the same, we're gonna apply some bandages, get some heal on, because it's probably not the only thing that's gonna hurt us. A full-on lockpick. Wow, that's super good. Something's moving. We gotta take the full-on lockpick. How do you not, right? I kinda want the scrap metal too. A pack of cigarettes. It's a story item. Someone's walking around. We're gonna replace that can of gasoline with this can of gasoline for now. Hopefully I can. It looks like the entrance to this is behind this wardrobe. See, the game teaches you to hide doorways with objects, but then when you actually do it, like, monsters just pretend there is no door and fuck your world up. Okay. Oh my god. So the sounds I was hearing that I thought was on the other side of the house was actually my cat behind me in real life. 3 hours and some change left. I'm gonna go ahead and make an extra lockpick to save that inventory space, stack that. I'm gonna go ahead and make the bandages to save that inventory space and stack that. We're gonna pick up the scrap metal. 3 hours. Are you fucking kidding me? Don't think less of me. Do not think less of me. I think less of me enough for both of us. You don't have to do it. Oh. That's super disappointing. It's been 3 or 4 days since I played, so when I clicked to disarm it, I just treated it like it was just gonna auto do the whole thing, and it doesn't. You have to hold it. So because I was still holding the forward button, I then started the interaction and then proceeded to walk directly forward and hurt myself. Ooh, more mushrooms. Okay, so I tell you what, we got 3 hours left. We're not gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna make sure it's unlocked. Yep, it's unlocked. And we're just gonna pick up the last couple of things that we can pick up. Do I have the inventory space now? I do. Pick up the gas. The matchsticks sometimes come in handy, I guess. But not really worried about it right now. We're gonna go to this trap, disarm it without stepping directly into it for a 3rd time. Need that scrap metal. Okay, E. I have to tap E to get that off of my fucking screen. 2.5 hours of daylight left. More gasoline, more wire. Wow, there's all kinds of gasoline over here. All kinds. I think it respawned. I don't think that gasoline has been there this whole time. I'm pretty confident it respawned or regenerated. I mean, it's possible I left it behind. It's not like I was the most thorough person to ever exist when I, come here, bitch. When, I went through here, but I don't know. Wow. Is that moose guarding my entrance to the Silent Woods right now? Not very well. I'm going around it, but still. Okay. This is not the place. Okay, here we are. I can tell by the music shift that we're in the right area. This place has maybe not unique music, but different music than over there. Is there a door over here? There's not. An hour and 45 minutes left, so what we're going to do is, as we run in, we're going to drink out of the well. It's going to give us a little healing effect. I'm going to drop off all of our shit in case the night kills us almost instantly. That way the supply run wasn't a complete waste of time. And then I must return to my hangout before nightfall. You are the most helpful man with your generic hints that you've been giving me since day one. Yeah, so. Okay, and I believe it's straight east. Can't walk into these mushrooms. Here we go. So the well's on the south side. South side. Drink out of that. Which I always think makes such a creepy. I hear a savage. There's a savage either in my house or around my house. Put on the generator. Okay. So tonight's gonna be a little bit more intense. I want to take a look, see if that savage is inside my house. I don't see him. I guess he's roaming around the outside. Okay, so this workbench, we can just pretty much drop all. I mean, pretty quickly. You know what? That flare, we're going to use a flare for the first time. Hopefully that was helpful. Put up the gasoline for now. We got to cook those mushrooms. The pills, I'm not going to apply right now. Rags, nails. Okay, do we have planks? We only have 5. We're really lacking on planks. To the point, we might be able to barricade one door. It's nighttime in 20 seconds. 200 points, 5 more of those regular mushrooms to get another level up. I've never seen the next level up, of course, so I'm hoping it's pretty helpful. You know, we got acid blood the last time we leveled up, and I've not seen the effect of that whatsoever. For all I know, there's no effect of that. I don't know how long the flare lasts. By imagine you drop a flare or you throw a flare, and that's like a lighting for a period of time. Take these pills with me. I don't need all 3 of them. Can I just... I'm sure there's a way, but I don't know how to do that properly. Okay, so we can barely see because it's nighttime, of course. But at the same time, we're gonna be walking around, whatnot. Who's it? What's it? This window would be one I wouldn't mind barricading. Cool. I was tempted to put a lamp up here because we know that's a doorway, right? Not really even a doorway. It's an opening into hell. And fuck, I forgot about this door. Do I have enough wood? I don't think I do. Fuck, this door would have been paramount. No, I don't have enough planks. Oh, egregious mistake right there. But we're just gonna have to own it. So we're gonna walk around with this pitchfork, and when things come in throughout the night, which we already know is gonna happen, we're gonna try to man up and just fight them. Try not to cower in fear of them. Okay, so the doors are opening. Let's get ready for it. I backstepped him. Oh, cut him. Oh, he got me that time. Okay. Don't pin me in that corner. One more strike. Fortunately for both of us, he's dead. Okay, inventory. There's someone on the other side of the house, we know that. Apply some bandages. Okay, we have to grab this loot before it disappears. We know it doesn't stay till morning. Okay, there's someone over here. He's gotta die. Where you at, boy? Pitchfork in your asshole. Dude, he didn't fight us at all. He just accepted his fate. Did he explode into more bugs? What the fuck happened? Okay, there's something on the other side of the house. I have to switch weapons, and hopefully fast. Okay. They broke my plank wood. I know bandages don't heal worth a shit. They do heal. That's so nice. Let's close this door. It's blocking our line of sight. They do heal, and it's so nice just to have a residual heal going on. Okay, so there's like infection on the other side of the house right now. You want to get this? No, it's just the darkness opening my doors. So I know I said I wasn't gonna just hide in one half of the house, but that infection, whatever, is blocking me off over here. I don't know if that's picking up on the video, but it is blocking me off. I cannot get over there right now. Not safely, at least. I could go over there and see what it's spreading, but like I could get hit from the back, and then I'm standing in the infection, and I basically die in very short order. So what have we killed so far? 2 savages, 2 bugs, that's nothing. But it is more than we've killed some nights. Some nights we've gotten pinned and we died in very short order. So I'm not super disappointed with our progress. Relatively pleased, especially if we just lived through the night. Like, that's its own reward. Oh, lights flashing outside. I tell myself it's lightning. I know it's not. Some night, maybe end game, when I'm either really strong or whatnot, I'll run out there and see what the flashing lights are. But at this point, that's just forfeiting life. So I'm not going to do that at this point. But if you notice, the store is not barricaded or anything, so whatever that is, I can totally just walk in with my ass. So those fights, being the first fights I've done in several days, actually very went my way. I walloped them pretty good. I obviously took some damage, but no damage to be concerned about. That was super clean. Looks like I've been practicing in my time off, but trust me, I haven't. I can show you guys. I don't have any new saves or anything. Okay, so that was night 1 for this stream. We're only going to do one more night. We're going to call it quits for the night. I know that's short, but I wanted to get back on my streaming schedule of just streaming every day for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So this is just adding in. You guys may notice I added thumbnails, tags, adjusted the titles to the previous videos. I'm going to pursue doing that as often as I can just to maintain some quality, keep things looking nice. Because of the whole stream auto uploading, like I don't know how to put thumbnails on there from the get-go when it's done by automatically, when it's done by the stream. If I did know, obviously I would. Can I upgrade the fucking pitchfork? I can, but not this level of workbench. I need to upgrade my workbench, and then I can make attacks do less stamina, deal more damage, or weapon durability. I'd probably do deal more damage, but I gotta be honest, weapon durability is pretty convincing too. Let's talk to the trader. We're almost up to what, 800? Almost. be up to 800 if I wasn't spending it like it's coming out of my. But I'd rather, yeah. Like I said, as soon as I buy like the handgun frame, I'm gonna find it on the ground, and then I just wasted my money. So I guess I'm gonna basically save up enough money until I can buy all 4 parts. I don't know if that's statistically advantageous, but that's where my mind's at. I want to buy this red egg because I imagine the red egg can be cooked, and I'm kind of curious to see if it's like a lot of essence. And in fact, I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna buy the mushroom, wasting 120 of our currency. But I really want to hit that next level. I don't know if the enemies are scaled to us, but they don't seem to be. So I think that next level is going to be hella useful. Planks at 6 apiece. 60 if I wanted to buy all of them. Go ahead and buy them. Get rid of the flare to offset my costs. Get rid of the staff, offset my costs. I could definitely sell my glass bottles, but I'm not going to. I'm going to accept that. That is our trade for now. Let's use the oven immediately, clear up the inventory, not allow this to deteriorate, be worth less. 80 essence. What is this used for? 100 essence. That's right. That is its purpose. So 20 essence away from level 5. Whew. Maybe that'll help out too. Maybe that'll be a big difference. So let's see if that infection disappeared last night. It didn't. Why is infection like the thing that lasts overnight? There's gotta be a better way to get rid of it than wasting my torches like this. Like that. Like, how could I not have hit that door? That torch was guaranteed to not last. And I have plenty of gasoline right now, so I guess I'm not sweating it. We're definitely making our torches out of gasoline right now. Not that we couldn't use it out of alcohol, because we could, but so we have a lockpick on us, we do. There's a crate. No, that one required a key. We ran into a crate somewhere. Normally my memory is like superb to the point of absurdity. I remember things from 15 years ago, you know, when I was 5 and the like. So that one swipe got rid of like all the infection. That was awesome. To the point where all my friends, I can't really talk about the past because I remember insignificant things. And they're like, that happened. Yeah, that happened. They're never quite sure. Probably think I'm making it all up. But my memory's impeccable. So when my memory sucks, like when you notice I'm forgetting things in this game, it's either a detection of my stress level or how awake I am. In this case, it's probably how awake I am. I'm a bit tired. That torch went on. That's okay. Let's go ahead and hold the board with nails, because sometimes there's lasting effects from last night in your beginning area. You know what? We have enough gasoline. I feel like we have to load up the saw at this point and saw some things. Like, I really think that is worth our resources. Search. Drag. Okay, so that's like mobile storage. I guess that's kind of cool. Okay, just to clarify, we cannot lockpick this. We cannot. Is that just an opening? Oh, I didn't even notice there was that hole. That's why we do not shelter over where our generator is at. This is awful. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and put some gasoline, because I think I have some on the person. I'll wind up putting it back. Let's put some gasoline in the saw. We'll run some planks through it if we have it. I'd like to fortify this when time's frozen in the mornings. just because you're not always guaranteed to have the peace of mind and the time to do it later. God, look at all our gas. We need to organize this real quick. Forgive me. Okay, so we need planks. We gotta upgrade this workshop. Can we do it right now? We can do it right now. We are gonna do it right now. Can I now upgrade my pitchfork? I can hold 2 upgrades. Okay, so we do both sharpened, which requires stones. We dropped some yesterday, but luckily we have enough, and a shit ton of scrap metal that we do not have. Or durability, which requires more scrap metal that we don't have in a pipe. I do think pitchfork is our melee weapon going forward, though. Let's grab these shells. We can sell those. I haven't seen a purpose of rope, so I could certainly sell rope, but tempted not to, because I feel like the second I do is when I'm going to realize what their use is and be like, damn, that would have been helpful. Okay. So this is what we got right now. Need to have it on me for it to provide light. Bottles, gasoline, racks. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and build it and see if this works the way that I'm praying it works. It's daytime, so just a second. So if it's just on me. Is it burning? Does it never run out? Because if it does, torches are useless, right? Let's go ahead and equip it. What happens? So when you equip it, it seems to light regardless, right? So, oh, okay, and it's burning. So does it have to be in my hotbar to be burning? Let's put it back in my inventory and see if it burns. Nope, that light went out. You can see it. Okay, so it's like a torch that you don't have to hold. That's hella useful. That probably eliminates torches practically. We still need torches for getting rid of infection. I don't know what that's actually called. The term's probably not infection. I coined that. I'm sure it has a better name, a more clever name, but that's what I'm calling it for the meantime. We can actually build the shovel at this point, but we need the blade and tape. It's the blade we can afford. It's 450. I think the tape's like 100, so we could build the shovel. It's heavy, but has a good reach. That, to me, sounds like it deals good damage, but at short range. Shotgun, just need 2 pipes. Only fires 1 shot. Pistol. Whoa. The pistol only needs weapon parts, the handle, and tape? Whoa. What in the world? Sickle does not interrupt melee attacks. Well, I hope that means it does damn good damage. And armor, which needs shells and racks, which I was getting ready to sell. Oh my god. Thank god I didn't. Okay, this is game changing. We're starting to get to the equipment that's good. What's that, a drill? We need a corded drill. Scrap metal. Everything needs scrap metal now. Let's talk to this guy. Okay. I'll buy all your scrap metal. It's turning out to be very important. Okay, so you needed weapon parts and the frame, and then I think tape, and that was it. So, man, the handgun's so much cheaper than I thought it was. We could have had a handgun a while ago. That really hurts my feelings. We're also still using the default amount of inventory. We have not upgraded our inventory. Okay. I feel like having the handgun would help out a lot with the bosses. So now I kind of want to gather resources to sell to him. We could also build the shovel. So I don't want to just look it up, but should I bother upgrading the pitchfork if I'm just later going to be like, shovels the way? And he'll buy the pitchfork for 150 when it's fully repaired. Which actually means I make money by repairing the other pitchfork and selling it. So we're definitely buying the scrap metal. We're not going back on it. Do I want this shovel? I don't know. Like I said, I could look into it, but I would rather learn by personal experience. I'm not gonna build it right now. I guess I would want the shovel if that gave me the ability to dig. And then if I could, like, I don't know, dig up corpses for loot or something weird. We want that armor super bad, so we want the core to drill. How do I get the core to drill? It's not here. He doesn't sell it. Been up to the Wolfman. I don't recall him selling it. He mostly had weapons. Weapons in a toolbox. That's all I really remember him. But you know what? Maybe that's worth the beginning of my day. Maybe I go up there and look. My lantern does not seem to be burning in my inventory, so when it's in my hot bar, it slowly extinguishes. We're gonna put up these shelves, and that says light armor, so eventually we're gonna get heavier and heavier armor, which I imagine adds pips to your health. This is hella motivating. I'm excited. Okay, so we need lockpicks. Not lockpicks. We need stuff to lockpick. So let's go ahead and put our pitchfork on our inventory, or torch on our inventory, I guess. Workbench, deposit the planks and the nails. I don't think we're going to use that right now. We could totally fortify our house, but we're not going to. We need one more mushroom for a level up. So we could go to the underground, and then maybe double check burned houses, the wolf's camp. Silo. We have a lot to explore over here. I just don't feel ready. It's the shame of it. But if I never feel ready, then, you know, we just never advance. Okay, I've wasted like 10 minutes, and I apologize for that. That is a very long morning to not really do much. We turned off our generator. Let's head out. So let's get on our way. Mentally doing a checklist. Yeah, I think we're as good as we get. Let's go. So our plan is going to be to go to the underground. See how that works for us. In this dark area, I'm going to play test with the lantern. Okay. So the lantern, we can see all the way around us a little bit. Every time we're in this area, you hear a dog, but I don't ever see that dog. Sleeper searched. There's a chance that we left shit behind here. I don't think we did. There's a chance. Searched. Yeah, I don't know. We seem to have looted it pretty decently. Not perfectly. And you know, the lantern's gonna last at least a day. And I'm pretty sure we make enough money to buy a lantern a day. Not that we would ever actually do that. I'm just saying, like, money-wise, when we live through the night, we by default make that much money. So I guess that's good. We're gonna go west to the nearest checkpoint to reference our map, but I know it's northwest to the underground. I like how it doesn't say you're in the dry meadow until you're, like, firmly in the dry meadow. It's a little bit weird, but I like it. This little wooded area, it's kind of thick. Let's switch to the pitchfork. I like that sheer range. That's a big thing too. I know the description of the pitchfork doesn't say anything about range, but the description about the shovel says it has good range. Better have good range. I want to whack the dude from a distance. So at Darkwoods, I keep hitting anybody. Ooh, what the fuck just happened? Did I not have enough stamina to stab? I did not have enough stamina to stab. I wonder how many times that's been the case, and I just fucking ate the dog bite because I didn't have enough stamina. This entire time I thought I was bad at the game, but maybe it's because I lack knowledge of the mechanics. Okay, so I felt like I still had significant stamina. Okay, so that's the broken tractor. We go here to reference it. If you're not gonna move, I'll kill you. It's the first rabbit we've gotten to kill. Rabbits drop odd meat. Ooh. Okay, so from now on, we're picking up stones to see if we can kill rabbits with a stone for our odd meat. That could be really good. So to the right is the underground entrance. You know, the underground entrance is a more confined area. I think we're going to use the nail board, the plank with nails, instead of the pitchfork. Because I think that's going to give us better bang for our stamina, and I think it ultimately isn't going to be a big issue. Look at those. Here's so much movement all around me in this game. Really? Ooh, sack? What did that say? Sack. Bread and a lockpick. Ooh. Goes underneath the corpse. So easy to miss. We got those mushrooms, right? Yeah, we got those mushrooms. So I'm gonna go ahead and move the torch already. I'm gonna replace it with the lantern. I'm gonna give us a little bit more light in here, but more importantly, give us light in the underground. So we've been to the underground before. Forget if it was just a nightmare, or if early on in the game, maybe even in the Let's Play episodes we explored. We're going to go left, because I'm pretty confident that's not the way the game wants us to go. Dig. Dig. Build? What? Dig. Half of a shovel to dig. Okay, so that to me means we need the shovel. I mean, I don't know what's in there, but we know something's in there. The light bulb dimly, the further is being shrouded in darkness, and the light source to continue. Motorcycle mix. Okay. Good thing we have a light source. Let's switch to the board and nails, because we know there's shit in here. The wood post barely holds, soaked ground, tangled roots. Construction seems on the verge of collapse. The fucking music picks up pace, and there's a corpse there. Tangled roots, of course. Okay. There's a corpse here. Loot. Light on up here. Our lantern lasts. I'm happy with the lantern too. So the gains in this game are significant. When you start unlocking stuff, like it's a big difference. It's not a small change. It's game changing. Which means we should have prioritized the workbench from the very beginning. And then we could have worked on better weapon. We could have advanced in this game so much faster. Those mushrooms. We've checked the door before, but we'll check it again. Look at the handle. Declare dust. 2 weeks. Here. It's calling me. Look. You can see the light. Okay. So, what's interesting is it's specified. It's been 2 weeks. So even the game is keeping track. Like, you know, it keeps track because it tells you, you know, this is day 12. But it, like, more, what the fuck? What? Odd meat. What the fuck is this? Or whack it? No. Has that been there the entire time? Did I miss that the first time? No, that was probably the ground shifting. I probably became visible in the ground shifted. I'm running through because we've already explored it once, and we need to save as much of our daylight as possible. Okay, so let's get back to the base, right? Okay. Nothing snuck into our immediate vicinity. We use so little of the lantern. I'm hype about that lantern. But now that we got the lantern, I must say, I am like really, I'm trying to think of the term, convinced, motivated, sure that we absolutely need hotbar upgrades. Because before I was like, you put a weapon, a light source, and something medically advantageous on your inventory. Tons of dogs eating a corpse. I'll switch to pitchfork so we can get some range on them. Oh shit. Okay, once again, it's not letting me attack. Okay. I missed. Don't let me die to a fucking dog. Thank you. Wow. So here's the thing, right? Shit's rotting. We gotta take care of that. How much is it for the bread? Let me see what the bread does. Bread helps with stamina. I was like, maybe it heals you. Fuck no, I don't. We're gonna use the plank with nails. I know I should wait till the healing really kicks in, just to minimize the risk of death. There's only 2 dogs left. This weapon serves real well for killing dogs. Do not ever backstep dogs in this game. Like, you want to sidestep them. And once you do, when you sidestep them, they go down like dogs. Small caliber, magazine, alcohol, wire, something's moving. That was loud too. That was. Okay. Seems to be a crate here. Can we lockpick this? Search locked. Use a lockpick. Search. Scrap metal. Gasoline. Multiple batteries. Ooh. Which we can actually grab those. I don't think we can grab the matchsticks right now. Can we grab the scrap metal right now? Have to drop something. We dropped the single wire for the scrap metal. Because we need scrap metal pretty bad. And I think that's our loadout. Okay, so there's a crate over here. Crates are like hidden by the woods. You can see them, yeah, but they're like in between trees and shit, so that you don't just go, ooh, there's a crate all the way over there and go fetch. We need to burn up these lockpicks. We need to get some loot. So I'm just kind of checking to see if there's some crates over here to the sides. It doesn't seem to be. Since it's always so dark, I'm unsure. That lung effect from the bread just now is finishing up dissipating, so bread was actually really significant. Up till now, I've always sold it to the Wolfman, and the trader, I'm sorry. Maybe I've sold it to the Wolfman as well. And I still agree with that decision. I still think that is the wise decision. But, okay, so let's return home, cook that food, we can go up a level, so that could be game-changing for us. So that could be game-changing for us. Maybe we get that level and our net stability, makes you find rare items, or increases the amount of gold the trader gives you every day. Not gold, reputation. I'm sorry. I go to the default currency in my head very frequently, even though I know the game uses like a reputation or a respect system, which I actually like a lot. Like, that's a feature I can get behind, and I support. It's just like, sometimes my brain ain't on my side. It gets so habitual to use certain terms. We've been using them for God knows how long. Every RPG I've played since a child. I don't have the inventory space to grab the shell, but it is here. We've already been through here, we've already looted here. I'm just, like, basically double checking, making sure I didn't leave things like alcohol on rags. I could actually use the rags for something, but I don't have the inventory space, so I'm not going to prioritize it right now. So let's just get out of here. 6 hours left, roughly, of daytime. Get out of here so we can extinguish that lantern. I'm going to see when we're in our house if it'll let us repair the lantern. I know that's technically, like, not what I want to do. I want to, like, refill it with gas, but since I don't know how to... Oh, fuck. I tried to walk around that, man. But since I don't know how to do that, like, the interface I would check to do that would be repair. In my head, that's where I would put it as a developer. Die mutt. I missed the fucking point blank bash. Kinda sounds like there's two. I don't see that. Okay, and now that's dead. I can tell you there was only the one. There's a rabbit, which we now know drops odd meats, so like there's significant urge to kill it. Some nails here. Okay, you know what? We need to explore the lower left side of the map. There's a significant amount of unexplored area here, and there might be some crates and whatnot. It's something I want to explore, and I would explore right now. However, the shit... I'm trying to drink out of that. The shit we can cook is dissipating in our inventory. The more it dissipates, the less it's worth. Cook. This gets us our next level. Odd meat, 48. The odd looking mushrooms, 40 apiece. Okay. So we get to choose from trees 1 and 2, but we can't see tree 3 yet, which because of this line, I assume exists. Once a day for a minute, you'll be able to see all around me. A minute in real life is an hour, so I assume that's what it's referring to. Or once a day, I'll be able to run without losing stamina. It does specifically say run. If it said something along the lines of I would be able to not lose stamina, so good for fighting and dodging, that would be a steal. I would take advantage of that. But since it doesn't, and that's not a thing, I am gonna go ahead and choose third eye. See all around you. Do I have to choose a con? I don't. I only had to ever choose one con from that tree. It was good. Odd meat, odd looking mushroom, odd meat. Okay, so we need so much essence for our next level up. But maybe we'll get to the third area with the next oven. Alright. We've used up at least a third of the lantern. Also, no nightmare with that one, which I'm thankful for. Let's do upgrade. I'm sorry, repair. You don't repair the lantern. Fuck. Would have been so nice, like cost effectiveness wise. Let's put some things away on the workbench, like the scrap metal, the alcohol, which by the way, now we got so much of. Small caliber mag. The batteries, even the planks, because we don't need them at this exact moment. We'll go ahead and repair my board with nails. We've got 4 hours of daylight, so I'm not going to go far, because that's just, yeah. And maybe I shouldn't go far at all. Maybe I should be fortifying the house. That being said, I would rather wait till a daytime to do that. A morning when time's frozen. So we're going to be cutting off this stream before we set up for the next day. As soon as it's morning, assuming we make it to morning. Kinda need that lantern. The night's gonna be such a bitch though. But alright. It is what it is. There's a savage over there. Go see if he wants this. Oh, you got a rock, so you think you're tough? You got hands too, boy. And another rock. And he did. He did some good damage though. Stones, alcohol. That's a good kill. I can't be ashamed of that. Logs, nails, stone. Yeah. Crate. Okay. Let's pick this. Hopefully not stepping into the poison mushrooms. A fucking knife. Used as a melee weapon or thrown. Does not interrupt attacks. Antidote. Wire. Flares. What a good find. What a good find. I am so happy about that. Let's see if we can use up this last lockpick. We do have one more, correct? We have one more. It's 5. We got 3 hours left. Don't need regular meat. Have health. Do I have bandages? I do not. Okay. Yes. Stones. Okay. Body here examined. This poor bastard probably died of starvation. Okay. Poor bastard indeed. 2.5 hours left. Might not be able to do a thorough search, but I do want to at least, see if this is a new area, like environment-wise, like if it ticks on the map or whatnot. Because maybe it does. And we gotta get back home, heal up a little bit. I'm gonna use the moth ability. I really don't get too much use out of it. I don't know how long it lasts, but it should at least heal me enough to get to full. This corner is just that. It's a corner. Well, alcove poisonous mushrooms for me to self-inflict myself with poison. Okay. So let's get back. Our lantern's more than halfway used. I'm super sad about that. Let's go ahead and move that off the hotbar. I wish I could just put like more gasoline, but I can't. Now there's a dog behind me. I can kill it, but I don't really have time. What's this? Was ist das? Back to the house, which is right here. Yeah, because I've already drank from the well for the day. It won't let me do it again. I still may have enough gasoline for the night. I'm not too worried about it. I'll put the logs away. Put the logs away. Tomorrow I'll run that. I'll start fortifying things. We're getting into a good spot. We really are. Like, we use basically an entire lantern in one day. So I'm kind of like, oh, that wasn't the best investment of resources. But man, that lantern is a boon. That lantern helps a lot. That lantern does not troll like Ed does. Okay. Okay, so here's the deal. Let's put up the antidote. Let's put up the knife. Super interested, but don't really need it right now. We might use the flare. Let's go ahead and grab planks. I might barricade a door, put up the stones, the rags, the alcohol. Okay, that can be our inventory for now. I'm trying to look for our rags. We only got 4. Let's go ahead and take the pills tonight. We might need them. Okay. So both of our weapons are damaged, but they do still exist. We got the lantern, which I plan on equipping halfway through the night, or a period of time through the night, I suppose I should say. Oh yeah, and third eye. I had I just picked that, and I already forgot about it. Use moth to heal up. Can I barricade this? I can. I'm going to barricade this door. I feel less self-conscious about it, less concerned about it. It heals me pretty good. It does take a minute, but hey, it's a residual heal. So really, if I was in here fighting for my life and I could proc it pretty fast, I could reap the benefits. That's pretty good. So this little dark area always gets my nerves going. Let's shut this door. And they're gonna get in anyway, but we don't have to leave an open door. Okay, so that sound, the sound of like the lamp, like really loud, is telling me that our ability is active and we're regenerating now. Okay. Here we go. It's officially nighttime. Once again, we're going to try to not get pinned back here. If we have to fight a couple of things, no biggie. Doors are open. Savage just stepped in. Let's go ahead and activate third eye. I don't know if time freezes during third eye. Bitch, what you gonna do? Oh, fucking smack the shit out of me. That's what he's gonna do. Oh, twice. Don't die here. Okay, killed him. Put my back into a corner right quick. Pop these. Okay. Oh my god, are those the wrong pills? Those are the wrong pills. Let's loot his body, because if we die, we at least drop the backpack. Sprint back into the room. Hopefully nothing scary's in there. Nope. Workbench. Consume one of these. Thank you. Our plank is damaged. Repair. Probably shouldn't be wasting planks like that, but whatever. Okay. It's midnight. I'm tempted to like use my lantern at this point in time, but it'd be like extinguished by the time daylight came, you know? And also that lantern's gonna be super useful for exploring dark areas later, so might buy another one. Something just came in through the window there, so I'm gonna try to keep that in my line of sight. Free whack. Free whack. Oh, too small range. Too short of a range. He went for the long attack. Cut that plank across the fucking teeth. Oh, I don't have enough materials to barricade that right now. Forget this shit. Someone's in the house. Oh, sounds ferocious. But nails, do we have planks? Fuck, we are out of planks. Dog. Large dog. It's dead, so am I. That's the second time in this game we have traded with something where we killed each other. I only had about another 2-3 minutes. Man. The thing is, when something hits you, it like messes with your momentum, it cuts off your attack, it jerks your screen, and now it shuts night vision down. So like, there's a multitude of cons every time you get hit, besides the obvious that you lost health. That being said, next time we play, we get our light armor. We build the shovel. In fact, I could build the shovel right now, but I'm not going to. We get our light armor, which we need the cordless drill for, which we don't know where it's at, but we're going to do a quest. Not a quest. We're going to do an objective of one of the surrounding areas. I don't know what. And yeah, so we'll do the objective, hopefully get in the cordless drill, so that we can upgrade our bench, so that we can build a gun. In the meantime, we will build a shovel and upgrade it. Yep, that's the plan. So thank you if you tuned in, or you're watching the VOD and you made it this far. I think it was a pretty successful night, especially for one that I'm relatively tired. Like, really, that went well. Yeah, we made it to level 5, we went back, we gathered up some resources, we're not lacking in any way, and our mind kind of opened up to the possibilities. So, I would say we're in a good position. Alright, this has been The Best of the Worst. Thank you for tuning in. Expect another video or stream tomorrow or the day after. I'm out.